welcome back to Tracas of Crisia. Last time you went to the orphanage that requested the bounty. You did a lot of investigation, spoke to some of the kids, and eventually found holes within the orphanage leading outside. Based on your stakeout, you found the mushroom creature that was taking the things, and you followed it back to its lair, or its den. Two of you stayed behind, so Agata and Seb stayed behind to sort of warn Merrick, or they tell him what was happening, so they're going to be joining shortly. But the rest of you, so Astra, Hrugguhl and Thordas, met up, got to where they were, and they started speaking a language that only Hrugguhl understood. I can obviously tell you now that the language Hrugguhl is Goblin. These things are speaking in. You can't quite hear what they're saying, but you know that you understand what it is, so you'd have to probably do some perception checks if you can try and listen in to them. But obviously it's up to you guys what you want to do, because obviously, yeah, it's about you. You don't necessarily know how far behind Agata and Sebastian are, but you know they're not there yet.
Are they above us or below us? Like
above.
They're above us.
Yeah.
But we're like hidden behind those trees at the moment.
Yeah, for the moment you're all right, because they seem to be all facing this sort of central thing in front of them. Like each little thing here is about 5 foot up, so it's not that tall. So each of these little cliff faces are about 5 foot. So you've got basically two of them in between you and them. So while they are 10 feet up, obviously you're quite tall. You can probably just about see this sort of stone, kind of like what they're using as a table in front. You can't quite see what they're doing, but they're all sort of facing inward, so none of them really noticed you, at least, or at least you don't think they have. But the last thing that you did is you had one of the two the creatures, which was this one, sort of walk up to it.
I gesture to the others to stop. They're speaking Goblin. Can I hear anything at this distance of what they're saying? If I try to make it out.
Not without a perception check.
I'll do a perception check. 19.
So, you can hear the one that came up, kind of go, teeth, no. And the other one going, teeth, 2. Another one says teeth, 1. And the other one that they're referring to, which is the one on the right. Good. Teeth, me.
Saying what could be names and then numbers, then good.
What do they say exactly? And what does that mean in common, at least?
Teeth 1, Keith 2, Teeth 3.
No, teeth good. Me, he said.
Teeth me.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's like how many teeth they got? Because one guy didn't get any teeth because we made sure that there was no teeth ready.
But only this place put up a bounty tracker, so somewhere else is losing a lot of teeth.
Depends where they're getting it from. I guess children are a good source of teeth, apparently.
How are they getting in and out? They shouldn't be able to, should they?
Well, you're assuming they're corrupted. They could just be normal creatures.
Yeah, monsters have existed in this realm before the corruption happened.
Do they look like anything I recognize?
Roll me history.
Yeah. Helpful subroutine.
18?
They do kind of look familiar, but you're not quite sure. You can't quite put your finger on it. I mean, you've been to a lot of places, so it's kind of hard to pin it down.
Yeah.
You would know it's post thing and pre-academy, but you just can't. You're not really sure. Like you feel like you saw it recently, but you're not really sure.
We could probably hide up among these trees and wait for the others.
Sure thing. We can
I'll
ask him.
I'll
Hey,
continue to listen.
guys, where are you? Thought you'd be closer by now.
We are just trying to catch up. I have
We're
not done
walking.
running for a while.
Steps
I'll
on our
keep
shoulders.
listening while we wait.
So, 10 minutes will go by, and they will join you. So, Agata and Sebastian are now with you.
Sebastian arrives on Agata's shoulders like the hobbits on the Hrugguhl.
You just see me subtly shaking my head.
I got tired. Agata took
The safety.
slack.
He's got little legs. Have a heart.
You're a
I was not
dwarf.
going to disagree.
He's not that much shorter than you.
Well, his legs they're thin, like pencils ready to snap. Might have
Okay, we don't need to insult my
strong like
legs.
street jump. I insult, you're just dainty. Can't help it.
I am petite. Now, what have we found?
They seem to be talking in Goblin up there. And they were discussing how many teeth they have.
Excellent. You need a potion of comprehension.
So, what do we want to... I mean, if they're coming in and out of the gate, then presumably not corrupted.
They are not corrupted.
Certainly a safe
Do not think
assumption.
it is fair. We should perhaps try to communicate with them first. See if we can glean why they need the teeth. Agata, do you still have your bag of teeth?
My bag of what? My bag of teeth.
See,
Yes, I do. So like, have I done something with them? No. Yeah, we have the teeth.
So, as you're
Juices start
talking,
jingling
as
the
you're
teeth.
as you're talking, you hear a noise coming from the mushroom creatures. You hear a ding, 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 ding coming from them.
Like loud? Or like a gentle, like water droplet in a cave?
Roll me perception to see if you can
I'll-
identify.
I'll join in on that.
Okay,
One of you can have a helpful subroutine.
Nat 20.
that's
Sebastian
20.
can have a helpful subroutine.
Perception. Thank you. Oh, I may not need... Well, hold on, I get it anyway, don't right. 19 plus 2, 21.
Total 26.
Wow. Okay, what you hear is the sound of a rock hitting something that is metal. And because you got a nat 20, you can get sight as well as sound. You can see them, like one of them specifically going up to the one that's... So the guy that said tooth 1 and is basically in front of the one that said tooth me, and seems to be motioning as if he's hitting him with something. Obviously in time with the noise.
Hitting him with something.
Yes.
Like,
The strike
Is he
is going
laying down?
towards... No, he's standing up, but the strike is going towards...
They're giving tooth implants.
It's going towards him.
Does it look like it's hurting?
It's a bit hard to tell because they're all kind of they've all kind of crowded around, so you can't really see the face of the one it's happening to. But you've got that's what you do see.
so no one... They haven't, like, crouched down or shrunk or anything like that. They are
No.
body level, standing up.
Yeah,
Clink.
because these are technically all small creatures,
Oh, yeah.
so they're all about the same. They're all about the same height.
We should maybe go in. Only attack on signal.
To get your teeth ready. We might need
Can I
to do
have-
some negotiating.
Can I have some?
We'll split the teeth between us equally.
Sure, I'll take. How many teeth did you end up with? I don't know how much.
We got
I
a whole bag.
Yeah,
I'll take
you got.
five
We
for you.
never did a count, but you've got a pretty sizable amount.
We have
Sure, I'll take
1,000 teeth.
We have
Not that
1,000.
many. you probably have a good 20, but they're all like different. So obviously you've got some that are fangs, some that look like people teeth, some that more flat and square. You know, you got a variety in there.
There we go. Let's
I'll-
have 4 each.
I'll take one. I think you guys stay here, try and stay hidden, and I'll head up.
Wait.
I'm gonna hand him the potion of comprehension.
This is a potion of comprehension. If you could ask one of them if they would like to understand and speak with us more openly, when you have got a little bit more comfortable, of course.
Quick
I
question.
nod.
Quick question. Does the potion need to be ingested? Or
Wait a
does it
minute,
have to be
before-
applied?
How do potions work?
When you drink this potion,
Right, so it has to be ingested to work.
see,
Well,
Okay.
No, interesting. It would work on like a Warforged, so ingested is
Yeah. I know.
is quite a
I just want to understand that, but that's fine.
it just says, it just says drink. We can't just like chuck it on their skin and it'll work.
Yeah.
They'll have to drink it.
Yeah, that's
It
fine.
has to be a willing.
It doesn't have to be willing. Just have to drink it.
I think we need it to be willing.
And don't, if it doesn't say willing creature.
Does it say willing?
yeah, but they're
Oh,
less
I'd
like.
it to be willing.
Yeah, they'll understand us or hate us, so they'll be able to.
Yeah, exactly. that has other implications, but it would work in theory.
Theory.
If, you know, whether it was willing or not. But that's fine. So, Hrugguhl, you're going up to them, are you?
Yeah,
But
only
wait.
attack on signal.
I don't like you going up so low.
Okay.
Why don't they me? I am small as well.
No, we're not.
No,
Let's not do
no,
intimidating. Sebastian, actually, yes. Sebastian, you might be you're a similar size, right?
I am their level. They will be
Alright,
comfortable with me.
that might help. And you look quite unthreatening anyway, so
He does
Then
look quite
it's-
pathetic.
I mean,
that might go on you.
I am fabulous, not threatening. That is the order.
Maybe music will be useful.
Finally, you come around.
Also, someone else
Hello.
take these two. I don't think I need them. This
I'll
gambit.
take it. I'll have 5. Okay. Me and Sebastian will go.
While we're walking up, I'm just gonna say,
You will have the splendor and the majesty of an eagle.
Thanks.
just spectral eagle lands on your shoulder.
I feel like Thordas would have to hide sort of round here, where there's sort of a bit of a bigger, like, cover.
Bit of a
A
cliff.
tree is not going to cover anything of his.
Unless he lays down.
Yeah,
You lay down.
yeah. But I think that makes he'll probably stay there.
Yeah, but
and
half movement to
actually,
get up.
I'll move him here so he's got a line of sight to Astra, because I want to make sure he's got a line of sight to
Yeah.
Astra. So for the signal. What was your signal, by the way? You haven't picked a signal?
I think we'll do
What's the
this.
signal?
We know the signal. It's okay.
Okay.
We're fucked.
Oh, good. Is a signal?
A high-pitched girlish scream is the signal.
I can do it. It's fine. So I'm sure Sebastian has a high pitched scream in him.
Agata, where are you going?
But naturally, I mean, I'm clanky, and I can't stealth. So maybe you want to stash me near Thordas to run in?
Okay.
Or is
Yeah.
everyone else sneaking?
I think everyone's sneaking
You-
apart from me and Sebastian.
Yeah, I mean, you can easily give it like a wide berth, so you don't have to worry about.
I mean,
You
Agata's shorter than Thordas. Surely she could be this side
I can stand in a bush.
for the shorter cliff.
Yeah, sure.
Or is this a bush or a tree?
It's a tree. It's a tree.
How about the one next to Sebastian?
This one, yeah. So that one's a bush.
Oh,
The
look,
one
can I
right
squat in a
behind him.
bush?
Even though like Agata's short, because obviously being a dwarf, you're quite stocky. I don't think you're gonna.
No,
You
okay.
know,
I'll see what it's saying.
You'll
Sure,
stick
but
out the side. You'll stick out the sides. Plus, you have a massive halberd.
I do have a big glaive, yeah.
Oh, glaive. Sorry. Yeah, you've got a massive glaive. That's not going in any bushes.
Wing of my glaive keeps alerting the guards. Fine, I'll stay here.
Okay.
Stay-
Right. So
Before we head up, I'll say to Sebastian, keep your hands empty, and I stuff a tooth up one sleeve and a throwing dagger up the other.
Okay.
You are aware that I am a bard. My hands are 90% of the time empty, unless there is an instrument in there.
Let's go empty. So I'm just sort of going up with hands slightly out, so it's clear that my hands are empty as as we slowly walk up.
I'm gonna see Hrugguhl doing this, and being that I've never been in a situation before where I've had to slowly approach anyone, apart from certain experiences, immediately going to be like hands up like this.
Boy, put your hand down. You look ridiculous.
You said show them our empty hands.
I'll surrender.
But we are surrendering. We are talking about a communication.
I keep walking.
Okay.
We're
So how are
approaching slowly.
So you're approaching slowly. Are you going to say anything as you approach, or are you going to wait for them to notice you?
I wait for them to start. When we get either really, it depends on how close we get before they notice us. I'll start talking the moment they start seeing us, or if we get really close. So we're going to be going up, presumably this way, up this route.
Are you going that way? Okay.
Yeah, we'll go up that route, so that way they got the most time to see us.
Is that
Gotcha.
the way? Which way did the other one originally come from?
This route down here. So this is the other route you could take. But both do work. You can go either route.
I feel like this, so that way we're not sneaking up on them as much. Like we look like we're at more of a distance.
Yeah, I don't want them to feel flanked. I agree. That should be fine. Also, we're not walking quietly.
Okay. So you will get to here.
Can you say hello in Goblin? Hello, friend, perhaps?
Hello, friend.
So obviously, approaching them all, they all jump a little bit because they weren't quite expecting that. But they all look at you. This one drops. So this one drops a rock and a silver coin onto the floor.
Interesting.
This one speaks to you. Hello.
Hello.
What want?
We saw your camp here. We saw the teeth. We were curious.
You hear the others mutter to themselves a little bit. You can't quite, well, without a check, you can't quite hear what they're saying, but they're muttering something to each other.
I'll go for that perception.
Okay.
Don't forget your public inspiration.
I'm gonna need that for a charisma roll later. I am not using that yet.
Okay.
17.
So you can hear them say, obviously in Goblin, poop man, poop man, poop man, poop man, poop man. That's what you hear them saying to each other.
Hrugguhl. Boy. You don't know what I'm saying.
No, that's yeah. So,
Boy is boy in any language.
yeah. Also, Hrugguhl's going to be.
Hrugguhl's going to
in
sound like
Goblin.
Hrugguhl in that language, and then you point to me and go, I'm going to be like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to whisper to you.
I will let you take the lead on this one, but I hope you are not being insulting.
You know, you could drink the potion of comprehension yourself to know what they're talking
I am
about.
very tempted.
We have multiples of those. We have loads.
I think Sebastian's got like 2,
I
3.
know, I've got.
Because you bought them in every shop.
Yeah, but I only bought one recently. I bought 2, but I used one for checking the mask, and then I just kept one. I didn't buy another one.
But you've got like 4 tiles. So you must have 4. Right?
You know, no,
Or
but
did you spend something else?
At some places.
I did use 2, and one of them, I think, the other.
Yes, no, you
was
did use 2 because you used one on the bird, but it didn't do anything.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, so I used 2, and one of them was a health potion, and then the final one is the one I've got, the one I'm holding.
Cool.
Not holding, but on me.
So obviously when you
Agata
say
should have on me.
Okay. So obviously when we talk to this one in the back about obviously the teeth and everything, this almost you could only really call it like a gap appears where its mouth would be, and as it opens, you see this row of you can't even call it a row, really, but you just see these teeth that have been wedged in to its skin, I
Where are they
guess, inside the
speaking
gap.
from?
Their mouths don't move when they speak.
What does move when they speak?
Nothing. The voice just appears from who knows where.
I'm just
It
gonna.
appears like in your head, or just kind of
No, they speak. No,
emanate?
they speak verbally. They
It's-
speak
it's verbal,
verbally.
so
It's just not through their mouth.
Audible noise.
It's audible. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So it's just the gap that appears, and yeah, you see this teeth, and obviously, based on what you've seen, Matt's right. They are. It seems to be they're hammering these teeth in, so they're kind of like jammed in there, but they're all mismatched. Some are fangs, some are people teeth, some are big, some are small, some like the molars are in the front. They're not put. You've seen those what are they called? Fugglers. Those teddies in the shop that have disgusting teeth. Okay, it gives that kind of vibe almost. But yeah, they're all sorts of they're definitely not. There's no design here. It's clear. It's very clear that they're just getting whatever they find and hammering it in whenever there's space.
I'm just gonna flick Hruggl's arm.
Ask them why they want the teeth.
But what I will say, you do see quite a few in there. There's definitely more than a dozen in there, in that gap.
Why do you want the teeth?
Look good.
Look good.
See? Teeth. Look good.
See, teeth look good. I say
This is all in
that's
Goblin,
in
isn't it?
common.
This is all in
Sorry,
Goblin.
That was in common.
sorry, my responses were in common. I was translating.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Is this for mating?
I'm not asking that question.
You have to ask the fucking question. This has only just started recently. Maybe it's seasonal.
How many teeth
You don't
do
know.
you
It's
need?
not okay. More good. More better.
Are the different teeth count different? Does
What?
teeth from one creature better?
Teeth are teeth.
Teeth
Yeah,
are
why would they
teeth.
go out of their way to go to the orphanage? It seems like it's really difficult for them to get there, and it's on the other side of town from the entrance as well, right?
But it is a consistent tooth supply.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is obviously very, very clear when you look at this mouth that they are very clearly not all their children teeth.
Do any of them look like animal teeth? Like
Some of them do. Yeah, I mean, if you can think of a type of tooth, there's one of those in there. There's a shark. Apart from shark tooth, that'd be weird. But yes.
They seem to not care what sort of tooth it is.
What about the coins? Why do they need the coins?
Why do you need the coins?
Bash tooth, not break tooth.
Metal tooth, of course.
Metal tooth. Bash tooth, not break tooth. Oh. But you only need one coin for that.
Coin break. So you see, he'll point to a pile, or he'll pick up like this pile of coins, and they are messed up. They are bent out of shape.
Why recently? Have you always taken tooth?
Tooth. Get where tooth is.
Seems
Ask
like
her.
they always took the tooth, but they're just taking it
Actually,
recently.
no, not where tooth is, where tooth find, actually. But we'll say that specifically, not is, find.
Where to find?
Do they find any discomfort by going to the children's?
Tooth better if tooth close.
Tooth better when tooth here.
Tooth even better if tooth here.
Yes.
I think you're right, Sebastian. I think we could possibly buy them off with teeth.
Would they be interested in? Because it looks painful or perhaps slightly inefficient. Would they be interested in someone who can attach the teeth.
Who could do that?
Just ask. We'll figure out details in a minute.
I don't want to offer them something I can't give them.
No. Ask them if this would be beneficial to them. If they don't like using the coins.
Do you like using the coins?
It work.
Do other things work? I slowly go to my bag. I think I've got a little. Yes, I've got a little hammer in my bag. I slowly withdraw. It's like yeah.
When he does that, top lapel pocket, singular tooth. I'm just going to put the tooth next to the hammer.
I mine.
Yeah.
Fancy rock break tooth. Need coin.
So if you had a metal hammer,
No, that would not work. What we want is we want like leather or some like hardened leather to cushion the blow so it doesn't shock, crack, but give the force. We don't need a metal hammer, we need a mallet.
we friends
Is there? Sorry.
in town.
I say that again.
We have friends in the town where you get tooth, where you find tooth. They would prefer if you found tooth here. Found tooth here better for everybody.
Your tooth here.
If
What
we
if we could supply tooth?
if we could get you teeth.
They are looking at you a little bit. Hungrily? I guess would be a word.
We can get you many teeth.
Yes, you have lots of teeth.
There are many more we could get you, not from us.
We could find more.
We can find.
Your teeth here.
How many teeth do they need?
We can provide more teeth. Do you know how many teeth you need?
More teeth, good.
More teeth, good. Agreed. But we could arrange lots of teeth, many teeth, to be brought here. And then, good.
Roll me persuasion. Give you okay, I'm going to give you advantage.
Oh, that's okay. Good, because the other one was a 3.
Use the eagle. Use the eagle. Bardic Inspiration. Just
Yeah.
use it.
Oh, no, 'cause
Oh, that's only if you fail.
I can use that if I fail. So, 19?
Good.
If fail,
You bring teeth here.
Good. We leave, go get teeth and way of get, and what ideal in putting teeth in people? Or I don't use the word people. I use
You.
mushrooms.
This is you.
Just you. You will do.
Too many words.
We go get teeth.
Good. More teeth, good.
More
I'm just
teeth.
going
Good.
to take my handful of 4 teeth, lay them on the ground, and say, just point, we'll go.
We're going to go now.
Okay.
We back off.
The the closest one to you will sort of will go and pick up those teeth, and then comes back and sort of passes it along the line.
Teeth good.
He looks at the teeth, or it looks at the teeth. So you said 4, yeah?
Mm-hmm. So 1 each. Don't want anyone
What have
left
you
out.
done,
Well,
Sebastian?
this is the interesting thing, right? You've only seen the teeth in that one. The others don't have any. They don't even seem to have a gap, unless they've just not opened it. Who knows? So he looks at the teeth. He throws 2 of them away, but keeps 2 of the other 2.
Do I see which
Teeth.
ones it throws?
Probably, yeah. I mean, you would. You only see where he threw them, I guess.
Where did he throw them?
He
Where
would
did he
have
throw
thrown
them?
them. He would have thrown them over here, sort of to the north of him.
But they didn't. I guess what I'm trying to gauge is they don't look like any particular
From what
type
you
of
can,
tooth.
from what you can tell, this doesn't seem. From what you can tell, you don't really know what you. It's very hard to tell. Like you don't really know what's so different. There's just teeth. Like it's not that they're pointy because he kept a pointy one. So what's that's a bit weird. Why are those
Can
ones?
we have those back?
Sure.
I
These teeth.
go-
These teeth. Good.
I go slowly to pick up the teeth they threw away.
Yep.
And then we go get more teeth.
More teeth.
And
Good.
I stay facing them and sort of slowly back
Yeah,
down
slowly
the
back
hill.
away.
Yep. They won't pursue you, so you are fine.
Shrimp the teeth.
I keep
Are they yellow?
I keep on walking. I don't look at them yet. I continue walking. We walk away slowly. I sort of look at the others when I see them and sort of gesture my head, and we just keep on for us to leave.
All right. So where are you going? Are you kind of coming out fully out of the area? Then is that what the plan is?
Yeah, I just want to go far away enough that we're definitely away from them.
Yeah. So I'll put you sort of down here at the entrance to symbolise that you've kind of walked. You kind of walked off basically.
Yeah.
That's fine.
They seem to only want the teeth. They don't particularly care about where it is. In fact, they prefer it to come closer. So I reckon we can buy them off.
What is wrong with those teeth?
I don't know. We gave them 4 teeth. They rejected these 2.
Are they yellow? Are they cracked? Are they chipped?
Are they
I'm looking for-
older?
I'm looking for deets.
From just obviously your cursory look at it, you can't. There's nothing obvious about them. There's no cavities. They're not yellow, not cracked. So, a bit strange. I will allow you can do a medicine check to see if you can to analyze them.
You have a bardic inspiration. Don't forget about
I do have a bardic inspiration.
And
have
can I-
a subroutine if you want.
that. Can I help Hrugguhl instead of doing my own roll?
Sure. How are you going to help him?
I'm going to look at it and point and say,
Most of these things, this is about like shiny teeth. You want to present them. It's all about beauty and aesthetics.
Go on then. You have your advantage.
15 plus 4. 19. And I also have a bardic if I fail.
You would technically fail.
roll the bardic.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Oh, plus 5. 24.
So because you didn't see the ones that he did pick, it's a bit hard to tell.
You saw the ones in his mouth.
Yes, but obviously half of it's covered because obviously
True.
it's half in them.
I do have good eyes.
Sure. Trying to think about how much to give you.
Yeah, that's
24.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
was pretty good.
So what you'll probably find that these 2 are dry.
Dry.
So they're probably not as fresh out of the mouth as other teeth would be.
Interesting.
How do they smell?
Like teeth. Like teeth
I don't-
smell.
I-
In the bone, right? The teeth taste like teeth would, at this point smell like just bone. But yeah, from what you can see, they are dry. They're not fresh out of the because when you look in the sack or the teeth you shared out, some of them are fresher because they're covered in bits of gum. They've a bit of blood on them.
Yeah.
They're a bit more. They probably were taken out maybe an hour or so before you guys got there, but these other ones that they dropped, that could have been taken out days ago.
So yeah, it seems like they need fresh teeth. They said they need the coin for bashing. They use it to sort of implant it in the one. It seemed like only one was receiving the teeth. But they seem like they want a lot of teeth. But seeing as all we really care about is them going in and taking these, they're not. I reckon we could buy them out. What do we think?
I think we set up a deal with the butcher, with the Often teacher, that they put a bag of teeth, fresh, whatever, at the hole on the outside of the wall. And they can collect teeth from there.
But they still need a means of getting the teeth in the mouth.
And that is where we will need something that will not shatter the teeth like a rock, but instead we need a mallet or something that is wrapped in leather so that it softens the blow but gives the pressure behind it.
We could see if there's like a smith or a dentist in the town. See if we can
Yeah,
get something made.
there must be an old-timey dentist, right? I think barbers used to double up as dentists, right? That was in cowboy times, though. I don't know.
So obviously Hrugguhl and Agata will know you do get dentists in town. Dentists are a thing. Like how you have clinics and hospitals, in like hospitals in the cities and clinics in the towns and in the villages. Dentists are a thing.
Yeah, we can go and we can try and buy them out. Maybe even with regular payments if necessary, but hopefully if we go with enough.
Shall we offer
Well,
them the teeth we've got with us now, just to keep them sweet?
I have given them some for now. I think what is probably best is that we
I
make
don't
sure
think
that
it's
there
good
will
for-
be a steady supply of teeth. And then we can give ours as an initial payment so that the town is prepared, perhaps with some. We think fresh. They need fresh teeth.
I don't think they really care what kind of teeth there is. I think the challenge might be in ensuring it's a consistent supply forever, right? Like, who's going to go along with that? Could we get the guy from the orphanage to do it?
I mean, but if the butcher is going to come, no one's eating the teeth. We're not using them for anything else.
There is another point. The orphan owner only had a problem with them taking the money. He didn't have a problem with them taking the teeth. And if we find a way for them to hammer the teeth in,
We can see what he says.
That's an excellent point.
Well, we can see what he says.
Yeah,
Either
we can
way,
do both.
I still
we should
think
probably head back.
if they're going to be chucking if people are going to be chucking teeth out anyway, why not put them in a certain place for these creatures to find it?
Either way, should we head back to town? I talked to people and we didn't die.
I've got to be honest, I really have my doubts.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I
Oh,
was
you haven't done it yet. You haven't done it yet. You've got a good idea. You've got a good plan. You haven't done it yet.
I got
Yeah,
in
yeah.
and out and didn't die. I'm happy just with that.
You're just lucky that one of you understands and knows Goblin,
Yeah.
God,
because that would have been a very different conversation if none of you knew Goblin.
I'm not gonna lie. If we thought they were speaking a language, I would have downed my comprehension.
But remember, they can't understand you, so
Oh,
it
they
still would have
can.
had the no comprehension. You only understand them.
I thought we. Oh, maybe I've got. Maybe
It's
I-
one
yeah,
way.
no,
Remember, it's only
one
level
way.
1 spell. You're not going to be able to. It's not.
It's
No.
not tongues is the other one, right? Tongues lets you
I think
speak.
tongues might be. I think
Yeah,
tongues might be
tongues
right. Yeah.
lets Yeah, tongues is the other way round. It lets you speak, but not here.
You got scammed if that's what the merchant told you, my friend.
Oh no,
They would have told you it's comprehension. It's
They
fine.
would have. It's just comprehend. Yeah.
So
Not
obviously,
the
yeah,
bird.
you're back in town. So where are you going?
I think first we try and go to a dentist.
See,
I mean, it's one in the morning.
Oh, is it the one in the morning? I couldn't tell if it was midday. Okay.
We could go to the orphanage, tell them what's happened so far. Keep them updated. Is that a terrible idea?
It's late.
I'd rather go to them with a solution, and it's late.
Well, you know that Merrick's still up because he doesn't go. He's doing paperwork until 2 in the morning. The kids will be asleep. But yeah, obviously most places are shut. Obviously, you got the the pub and the inn that's still open.
Should we go to the inn?
Yeah, let's get a room for the night.
Okay, the inn.
We've given them a little tooth taster. Should be right until tomorrow.
So you go to the inn called Naps. So when you come into this place,
Sounds like an app. Sorry, carry on.
I'm proud of that one, aren't you?
so the place is pretty nice, actually. You would say it's quite a modest-looking area, place. It's decorated in a sort of navy and grey color scheme, and from the ceiling, they've got ends made out of wood, sort of tied to string to sort of ceiling and fixtures, sort of hanging down. So the obviously string is string. The ends are coloured in grey paint, and it's run by a female gnome. Hello. How can I help you? Do you need some rooms?
See, I can't remember how we did this split last time. Is there a room big enough for all of us?
No. Probably. I mean, we could probably split you into 2 rooms.
That sounds agreeable.
Okay. That'll be 1 gold each room.
There you go.
Gracias.
Joking.
But you're doing business, and she'll give you your keys for your rooms. Good night.
Gracias.
So, yeah.
Buenas noches.
As we go up, I hold Sebastian back a little. You did okay, Sebastian.
You're just not calling me boy.
I thought you'd shit yourself and run. You didn't.
I don't tend to shit myself and run. I tend to stand there and take it. Or stand there and duck. Ducking is helpful.
And you even shit? Because, like, snakes, they don't have, you know...
I look quizzically at Sebastian.
Yes, Thordas, we do.
Where do you think
We
the
do
eggs
have
come from?
assholes.
I don't know.
We have to shit.
Everybody shits.
Everybody shits.
Well, I'm gonna say Thordis' thing still stands because snakes don't have butts. So-
I'm gonna get Thordis a little book with everyone poos. The everyone poos book. That's
Snakes
what I
lay
want
eggs,
Thordis.
though.
Yeah,
You
no,
don't lay
they,
eggs
they
out your
got,
butt, do you?
they got a pooper. Pretty
Okay.
sure.
They probably got both.
It's just well hidden.
Yeah. But yeah, you're able to have your long rest without much of an issue. You wake up the next day. What's on the agenda?
Okay, we need to
What
split
time
up.
is it?
Who wants to find the dentist and who wants to talk to...
We've already got an in with a butcher.
We do already have an in with the butcher. He is quite happy to get rid of his things, but I don't imagine he would like to deliver them to the wall.
Well,
And
well,
then the
maybe
dentist probably
we
has
can-
a bunch of spare teeth as well, but again, won't want to deliver them. So maybe we ask the dwarf, Merrick, right?
well, let's start off by getting a large amount of teeth for the first payment, and try and find a way at the dentist to hammer it in.
Yeah, let's get as many teeth as we can physically carry,
Agreed.
and then from there, if they'll likely be drowning in teeth for so long that they have to just sort through them, and they won't know what to do with themselves.
Well, they seemed pretty like they just wanted more teeth. Infinitely.
I'm
So
not
I
sure
don't know
there's a
when that's
limit.
going to end exactly.
Let's probably let's try and get like 100, 200 teeth, like even more than that, and see what sticks.
We should be
Yeah, that's
careful.
true. Like,
to
how many
not-
teeth can even fit in their mouths, right?
No, we should be careful to not promise more than we can actually deliver regularly.
If we were to set up an ongoing payment to somebody, like say we pay one of the kids 1 gold a day to pick up the teeth from the butcher and take them to the gate, would we be able to do that with like the banking system that we have here? Because you transfer stuff between banks, right? Could we pay someone to
Standing
account
order.
remotely? Yeah.
You probably could. I'm going to say yes because that is an intriguing thing. So I am happy to give you that option, whether it's necessarily the best option, but it's an. I would say you could because yeah, you said it right. The banks
But
do
we'd
all
have
of
no-
that sort of transferring around, right? Because when you do make a goldless payment, they're not literally giving them the money, obviously. So yeah, the mechanism would be there.
But
Boy,
we
you
have
can
no
have
way
a
of
couple
knowing if
every
they're
day
still
that you
doing it.
drag this bag of teeth to the wall. Best job ever. I had the
The
best
kids would
summer
go
job
wild
ever.
for it. Like they'd be into it.
But we wouldn't know if they kept doing it. We'd just know the money kept leaving.
Merrick would know, because then the teeth and the gold would start going missing again.
It's true.
That's what he wants, right? He wants it to stop happening. That's his main thing.
Okay, so basically we need to go to 3 places. We need the dentist, we need
Butcher.
the butcher again, and we need to talk to Merrick.
Yeah. Well, should we split?
I'm happy to go to
Who-
the merit.
I'll go to the dentist.
We'll go to the butcher, and do you want to take Thordas with you?
Thordas will probably go back to Merrick, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
The kids loved him, so.
I am also actually tempted to go back to Merrick, but I would probably try to talk to the children.
Well,
Well, how
we could
about-
always meet back at Merrick's.
How
after
about
we're
we,
done with the
how
butcher
about
and
we
everything.
split and do the butcher and the dentist and then go together to Merrick?
Oh, that is also an
Sure,
option.
sure.
Let's do that.
I will go to the dentist then.
I'll head to dentist.
You're going.
Mi padre, he was a leather worker. I have an idea of the type of hammer we will need.
Okay, I guess Thordas will go to the butcher. Who else is going to the butcher?
I'll go.
Me, I think. I know him.
So I guess you two will be going there. Right, fine. Right. We'll do the butcher, because obviously we know that one already. So, the butcher, the Cobra's quiver. You enter there, and it's the same sort of human male that was in there before. Oh, and he greets you, obviously, Agata, knowing you. Oh, welcome back, welcome back. You did come back. How was the bag of bones?
Good. We're after something a little more specific this time. Love
yeah.
those teeth you had for us. I need all you've got.
I don't really have that many more.
Any
I'll probably
skulls?
give you- well, I mean, I can probably give. The thing is, we don't really get that many creatures in every single time, right? So, but I probably got about one head's worth of teeth.
1 head's worth of teeth. Well, that's like 20.
Well, this one has about 10 because it has a bit less teeth, but the teeth are bigger. So I can give you that.
We'll take them.
Where else could we get them? Like, a morgue's not going to... Like, you can't go grave robbing, can we?
I mean, we
I think
could.
people would frown upon that. I think a little bit.
We can't mess with the cadavers in a
What do
hospital,
you,
really.
what do you need these teeth? Like, what do you need them for? It's a bit weird.
It's
Right.
a sex thing.
Right, what? So there's some creatures in the woods who are curious about dentistry, so they're implanting teeth in their mouths. And so at the moment, they're currently taking that teeth and money from the orphanage. So we think by rounding up some teeth from you and potentially some others, we can get them away from taking the teeth from the orphans, or at least taking the money away. Stop taking the money away from the orphans as well. Because teeth, once you don't need teeth, they go. So that's not the taking the teeth isn't a bad thing. It's just how they're taking the teeth.
Interesting. Now that you mention it, that's kind of been happening here as well. I just kind of again, a couple of silver coins and teeth are not really. I don't really give. I don't really care. So it's whatever. So, but that I have obviously noticed because when I'm emptying the stuff out, it doesn't all add up. But I just kind of ignored it. But maybe that's what's going on here as well. Then
Probably. They they had multiple teeth. We only followed one, but there are still others that came back with more teeth. So it's likely from there's probably more places they're taking teeth from.
So what are you trying to do exactly then? What are you trying to
It's
get
not a
from me?
sex thing. I was joking about that.
We're trying to discover a regular supply of teeth for these creatures, so that they can keep going on their merry way, and they can keep exploring the one for the dentistry, while not endangering anyone's lives
We
necessarily.
want them qualified.
How
We want to put them to work.
But how are you getting them? I mean, are you just going to live here now and just keep coming here and getting them and giving them to them?
Well,
We're
we'll,
working out the details.
we'll figure that out later. We want to know what your supply is like, so we can try and work out. You're the first line in the chain. You see.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, I mean, one off of it isn't too bad, but obviously with you doing a very specific thing, I think your best option. I mean, you know, is maybe talk to the mayor.
Sure.
Because if you want steady supply of stuff, and that's the person who's gonna, by their directive, we can kind of just do that. We can just give a supply to the guards and whatever, and they do whatever they need to do, right? But the mayor would have to sign that off because we're talking about because it's going to demon spawn or whatever.
Well,
you kind of have to
it's
prove
not demon spawn. Cannot be demon spawn because
Right.
they got in here.
They must be regular monsters. Does the mayor possess the faculties to not have them eradicated?
I mean, as long as they don't cause harm to the town. I mean, I've never met the mayor personally. I don't know, but you'd have to talk to him and find out. His name's Powell, by the way. Powell. He's a human. Yeah. He obviously has trackers. I'm sure you can get a meeting with him pretty easily. And he's probably going to be more, interested in what you've got to say. But like I said, if anyone's going to figure out what to do and who's going to do it, he's the guy.
Sure.
I can give you this one that I've got, but yeah, it's gonna be a bit weird if we keep doing it.
I'm sure you guys can figure it out.
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, if he says yes, then he'll orchestrate it. I'm sure, delegate. How mayors are.
Sure. Right. Well, thank you for your help, and Astra will slide a.
Are you gonna buy anything this time?
If we get some, can we get some?
Rifling through my pockets.
Can we get some steaks for the team? We can get 4 steaks.
Sure.
That's right. I don't have any money.
That's what the Golders payments is for.
And
This is a team fund. Need.
Team steaks, a rousing success dinner, I suppose.
How many you want? How many do you want?
4 steaks. Five steaks.
5 steaks.
5
Yeah.
steaks. Thordas will
Do
want
it
2.
5 silver for that.
Alright, here you go. Right. And the teeth, obviously, naturally.
Well, you can just take the. Again, I don't need those.
Alright,
So,
pleasure
yeah.
doing business. Thank you for your
Oh, yes,
assistance.
same. And keep up the great work.
And you as well.
Sebastian and Hrugguhl, right?
Yep.
Because I think I've got that way around. Going to the dentist. So I'm not going to put it anywhere on the map, but you go to the dentist.
No, I want to know where on the map it is, Sonny.
No.
It's important.
I want exact latitude and longitude at this particular point.
All right. Not getting the name.
That's fine. Just call
The
it
church
dentist.
just appear twice.
You're lucky. I'm nice. Right.
I'm just happy to be alive right now.
Yeah.
I did not have high hopes for that negotiation.
I'll put the dentist there. Right.
Brilliant.
So it's like in between Naps and the butchers. So you go to the dentist. Obviously, you go to the reception area. And a female human greets you. Oh, welcome. Do you do you have an appointment? Do you need an appointment?
We're actually here to talk about some business.
We're a dentist.
Exactly. Teeth business.
Are you a creep?
No,
You don't have some weird fetish, do you? I mean, this is
no.
It's a family
He's
place.
a creep,
so
that's besides the point.
don't be bringing that stuff here.
Look, I want to be very clear to you right now. There
I
are
would like
plenty
to
of things
purchase
I'm
some
into.
dentistry
Teeth
equipment.
not.
I just push him off.
Are you dentists?
Training.
Training to be a dentist, but you're trackers.
Everyone's got a hobby.
Look, my friend just wishes to talk. We just wish to talk to the dentist about what you do with your wasted teeth. We feel that it will be helpful in a tracker mission that we are currently on.
Can you roll me a persuasion with disadvantage, please?
Disadvantage. That's just
Yes.
That's my fault, that's fair.
I do
Why did I
dentistry
think-
as a hobby. Your whole profession is just a hobby to me. Yes, you're getting disadvantage.
Yeah, you know, I don't feel bad about that. That's completely what Hrugguhl would say.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
God, what's all that charisma doing for us?
You Hrugguhl. Fuck you. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got high charisma because I'm a paladin, but I'm not applying it.
I just need to see if I can do anything with what I just rolled.
Could you give yourself bardic inspiration? No, probably not.
I think he can give himself. He can't give it to himself.
I can't give it
He'll
to
give it to
myself.
himself.
I
Oh,
can't.
that's
give it to
interesting.
I think there's one subclass that you can.
I mean, ironically, when we're together, I'm the more charismatic just because I can have the bardic
Because I can
inspiration.
boost you. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? And then you talk shit and I have to deal with it. No, it's great. Right.
It's okay, Balance. I talked well earlier.
Right. I'm just see if I can do anything. Ah, okay. Fudge. Right. That was a 2. That I rolled.
Can you please leave before I
Wait,
call
wait,
the
wait,
guards?
wait, 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 wait,
You're
wait, wait,
disturbing.
wait.
You're disturbing the customers.
Wait. Plus my modifier.
It's not
It's
going to be enough.
11.
No. What? No.
I have a
No,
I have
no.
a plus 9.
Well, I'm still going to keep it there. So
You're gonna have to send us in afterwards.
can you please leave?
No, because they're
You're
gonna
just- yeah. I mean, again, you've picked the 2 sort of demon folk in here. The other team was like a little bit more like, Crisian friendly. So
Yeah.
you've got a snake man and a bugbear. Which, by the way, again, Natilo people not a fan of bugbears.
Look at all the Sebastian's
talking of-
teeth, though. They would have been great. They've been like, great.
But yeah, so yeah, they will be asking you to leave.
Thank
just
you for your time.
Look, we do not want any trouble. We will leave if you wish us to leave.
Yes, I wish
May-
you to leave.
May we ask our team members to perhaps present the idea to you later?
No.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We're gonna have to rob this guy, fellas.
God damn it.
Well,
2.
again, you've got the,
2.
you've
I
got
got
the
a
mayor,
14
You've got the
and a
mayor
2.
angle, obviously, and they can overrule. So
Yeah,
Wow.
the mayor can decree.
So-
Right,
Blacksmith
if anyone's talking to the mayor, it's not Hrugguhl. Hrugguhl stays behind.
Blacksmith? I say to Sebastian after we leave, maybe best to do it with some Christians. And we go back to the
Yeah, we can.
orphanage.
Or we could be like,
Yeah,
oh,
with
we
the
need,
others.
because I should be around some time. We need to go meet the mayor. Apparently, they will be able to.
It might be worth trying. It might be worth us trying the blacksmith.
Well, let's just
See
go.
if we were
Let's just go
unsuccessful.
talk to the mayor, and they can decree and basically delegate this whole problem away. We don't need to go talking to everybody else. The mayor can do it if they're on board.
I just think it'd be good to approach with a contained solution.
Well, well, let's meet up and we'll. This is better when we're in person.
you get to give the problem to somebody else, and we get the reward.
Damn straight.
Okay.
We've done all the hard work.
Yeah,
already.
we've set up the deal.
I think it's best if I'm not involved in this communication.
Right, we'll get our heads together. All right. The mayor, apparently, has the rules and rights to say, to decree to people to get on board with our plan, and potentially set up a means of it being done, like teeth being handed over to guards leaving it somewhere, and then the creatures find it, whatever. So
And what do we say if the mayor says, "Why not just kill them"?
I don't need.
We don't have to
kill
go at their location.
We don't have to for him to suggest it.
Yeah, and then we'll be like, no, we're not gonna do that necessarily. And then But our bounty is still going to be complete. So if it comes a bounty at a different time than for someone else, that's another person's discretion. And ultimately, what happens to those creatures, we don't want to kill them necessarily, and we don't have to get this done. But if someone else does, then that's the way it is. Like we can't convince every bounty, every tracker to not kill a thing. Like it's.
But we might be able to convince the mayor to not want them dead.
Well, I agree.
Yeah.
It's just we need to talk to them. They talk to the mayor first, and then maybe they'll give us a. Us need to go to the butcher, the baker, the laundry maker, the bank vault heistist, and the blacksmith. Like we don't need to go to all those people when the mayor just does the trick for us and it goes lickety split. It's there.
Okay, let's go.
Cool.
I'll stay around the town square.
No, we'll go together. We're a team.
No.
We're a team together. It's only right.
They don't like me around here.
We are a team. We have to do this together.
We'll make them like you.
We can't. Look, I know.
That is the general idea.
I know that the Crisians have not treated you well, but we're here as a team, and we do things as a team together, and that's how it's done, regardless.
Even if it means it's not working?
Yes.
I'd rather I'm alive.
I'd rather us be a united front as a team. We succeed together, we fail together. That's our line. We don't shy away from who we are just for someone else's sensibilities. That's not what we do.
If we eat shit, so be it.
Damn straight.
Agata, do you eat shit?
No, that's
I didn't know this about you.
Is that another sex thing?
Phrase. No sex things. I misspoke.
It's hard to tell, but she's blushing.
Why would it be a sex thing?
I'm learning a lot today.
Like, Thordas, bail me out. Come on, man.
Agata, we don't judge. It's fine. If you want to do it too, it's fine.
She storms off towards the mayor's office.
Disgusting boys.
Okay, so Agata goes off. So Hrugguhl, are you gonna follow them to the town hall?
I'm going to be staying at the back, but I will be following them.
I'll shift to the back as well with you, to walk alongside you from the back.
I know it is tough. I have been where you have been. I have seen the looks that you and I get. It is difficult, I know. But Astra is right. The only way this works, for the benefit of all, is if we do it together.
I will point out, actually, and I think Seb would probably pick up on this more than maybe other people. Obviously, yeah, you're right. Generally, you two get a lot of more stares than everybody else in the team. But because you are sort of more sensitive to it, and you realize it more, you do notice that in this town particularly, people are not as focused on you; they're more focused on Hrugguhl, rather than it being shared between you. He's getting the stares.
In different places, there are different focuses. Where I come from, my familia, they suffered. Sometimes the worst suffering. But in your case, I can see that this place is particularly offended by you. Use that. Don't back down. Don't disappear. You are here, and you are important.
Hrugguhl says nothing, but you, when you say use that, you can see a bit of a reaction of thinking.
Okay.
And we keep walking.
So you arrive at the town hall. It is in a bit of a slightly elevated position. the bottom of it kind of starts where the rest of the houses kind of end. If that makes sense.
Yep.
So it's and it's obviously a much bigger building. It's the biggest building. It's probably as big as the church. Wow. It's a very large building. You obviously go there. You'll see like a main front door, very very clear. When you go inside, again, there's a receptionist. So this is an elvish male this time. Oh, welcome. Do you have an appointment?
No, but we'd like to meet with the mayor, please.
Don't
We
need
are
one.
trackers on a mission, and we'd like to have a face-to-face with them as soon as possible, please.
Pop my head through.
We are the Seeds of Crisia.
Famous tracker team.
Okay. So this will be the first time I'm using this mechanic. Can you roll persuasion and add your rank bonus to it?
It worked.
Name drop.
I've got a +3. If you're asking who wants to roll it.
That's just front. I'll do it. +2, just that, nothing else.
So persuasion, so your persuasion bonus if you've got one,
persuasion. Okay.
and then add your rank bonus, which is
Okay,
obviously
cool.
the more higher up you are in the leaderboard, the higher that bonus is.
Got political sway. Can I help with this?
You want? How are you helping?
I can give
You
myself.
said we don't need an appointment.
No. It's all right. We're doing right. We don't need your help. It's okay. I'm going to give myself a helpful subroutine.
That does not give you advantage, shockingly enough.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, okay.
Take the advantage, Matt.
I don't. It's not advantage.
It's not advantage. That does not give you advantage.
Okay, it's an unnatural 20. 20
Unnatural
total.
20.
20 total.
Okay. That should be fine. He should be free in about 10 minutes.
Great.
He should be finishing a meeting soon.
You have
And
any
then
refreshments or any kind of? It's been a long day so far. It's so early, but.
There's some fruit on the table over there. Well, we've got some sweets here.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
So, a little bowl of sweet, bowl of little single sweets on the thing, little bonbon things. They've got that on there.
Takes a fistful, crushes them up into a fine paste, and starts.
Astra will take 2.
crunching up the gold.
Fred will think they're very
Astra
strange.
just takes
Just
one.
straightening his jacket.
Yeah,
Can
we're
I
like
just roll-
filling our pockets with all the free stuff.
I go back to the desk while they're doing that, and I'm just like,
I am very sorry about them. They do not get out.
So like 2 bananas stuffed in a headband.
He just rolls his eyes, shakes his head, and just carries on with his day. As stated, 10 minutes will pass, and he'll go to you. The man will see you now. Just go up the stairs. There's a door in front of you.
Thank you kindly.
Gracias.
So
Agata's still muttering under her breath.
Goddamn politicians and red tape bureaucracy.
Ah,
I'm
it's
munching on
a peaceful-
bananas and stuff.
Please, for the love of the gods, shut up.
So you end up in the office. So again, you can probably have a pretty rough idea of what his office looks like. Desk, fancy chair, bookshelf. Big window with curtains behind him. And in the chair is about a middle-aged male human. Yes, you are the Seeds of Crisia, am I right?
That's the name. Don't wear it out.
I won't.
You can wear it out. Wear it out as much as you like.
Okay. So yes, you want to speak with me about something you're working on. What is it that I can do for you?
We came to this fair, wonderful city on the means of trying to help orphans in the orphanage. And so
Unsheltered Hope, yes. Yeah.
And so we investigated, and we found that there was a creature taking teeth and money from the proprietor, teeth from the kids, money from the proprietor, but was also stealing money from the kids too, in essence. Because while the proprietor would put the coin out, the creatures would take the teeth and the coin, and then it was bad. So we were investigating that. We found that there was actually a group of 4 creatures out in the woods who were actually practicing dentistry. It's just magical, these things creatures doing out in the woods. So they're using the coins, as you are not going to believe this. They use the coins to bash the teeth into their mouths. Now that's just absolute wonderful, if you ask me. But so we're looking as a means to provide them teeth on a regular basis, so that they don't need to come and get teeth from the kid, or at least the kids could donate the teeth after they get their coins, and provide the creatures with some means of putting the teeth in safely, so that they don't need coins in the first place. So we go use a dentist's tool of some kind, perhaps to like a mallet or something, I don't know, something. Try and help the teeth get in, while also providing them teeth on a regular basis, so that they can prosper without having to disrupt the good citizens of this city. Because we were at the butchers and they had stolen teeth and money from them too. So it's a multifaceted disruption to your economy, and we want to help, and we want to petition you to help them, help your dear citizens by saving the kids.
And ignore that one. They are going into your city, obviously, to go do these things. And our suggestion is that there is a donation place for fresh teeth, where they can collect them from there, so that they don't have to come into the city and interrupt the flow of goings on.
That's what I said.
Are they harming anybody? Are they harming the children and the butchers and the?
No, they're just taking teeth.
No.
And they didn't show any intent to harm us either.
Okay.
Whatever. They didn't show any intent to harm us either.
They like teeth.
We had an amicable conversation, but their speech is a little bit.
Love those teeth.
I'm just going to tell you, they're trying to be dentists, and it's just we owe it to the creatures of the denizens of the realm that need the dentistry if they want to practice it.
They can serve us someday, even you, perhaps.
So let me get this straight. You want me to get the waste teeth of this town?
Yep.
And put it somewhere for these things to take them?
Yep.
See.
And you want me to provide them what? A hammer? A mallet?
We
They can collect the teeth themselves if they have the hammer.
Well, they currently use coins to prevent the teeth from being shattered instead of rocks. So, we are happily willing to donate an amount of money less than 5 gold to help reduce the need for that happen. But they're currently taking coins to help the teeth getting in their mouths, and so. A dentist's tool likely is going to help that.
Like we're Jewish poor.
So you can have a donation being in the city center, and then
Yeah. Roll me persuasion. I'll give you your rank bonus as well.
I mean, we've definitely stood an advantage there, right?
I think you've worked your way with enough help from everybody apart from Agata. It's like a mouthful of bonbons, and pockets full of bananas. It's not really,
The needle's kind of.
But I think you've got enough for advantage. Yeah.
Will I be able to do a bardic inspiration without it looking really bad?
You're a bard, right? You're probably playing music all the time. He doesn't know you. So
yeah, I'll just
very subtly and softly. Can you guidance yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice. Good to know.
I've done that. I've given myself a helpful ability. Okay. Your
The beauty of a great cat, proud and strong.
Okay. Thanks.
Lions. It's like.
Okay, so that's currently an 18.
Would it fail? Because then I'll use the bardic.
So it's interesting because obviously the whole concept of failing one of these checks is always a bit difficult.
Yeah.
I would say you've currently got a partial success. So it depends on what you want to
May as
do
well
about
use
it.
it. What else are we
You're
gonna
not going to use that in the next hour. Just use
Yeah,
it.
yeah. This is an
Roll that
important,
bardic.
important roll.
Was it D6? Yeah. It's a 21.
Gone beyond the 20 barrier. You never know.
Yeah. Okay. For the kids.
Well, the kids. I mean, look
For
at
the
the.
kids.
I'm sure there's
sure-
there's other
It is for
kids
Merrick.
in the
He worked
city
so hard.
that.
They need the teeth. He's.
Agata, shut up.
I put
So,
my hand on.
Where do we need to put these teeth? What place have you agreed with these creatures?
We've not agreed anything with the creatures yet. Just that we will provide teeth to them, and they're happy enough to get it. So, at the moment,
We can arrange those details.
we need to go back to them to figure it out a little bit.
We believe it should be outside the wall,
Yes.
obviously.
Agreed.
But not too far that you will have to travel.
Well, we would probably put it quite far, because if they come close to the town, we will kill them.
Understandable.
So
Well, then
we'll
we
put-
will put it even further. That sounds good.
Yeah,
We
we'll
can
put
put
them
it nearer
further
their
out.
home.
Well, the guard will have to do it. They're not going to venture out that far, but it's far enough away, so that's fine. I can get various establishments. Is there an agreed amount that they need?
We can arrange.
Just a
Teeth
consistent
is
flow of
good.
fresh
but
teeth.
it's just a conveyor belt of
Okay.
teeth coming in. It doesn't. I don't think
Yeah.
they're too
Well,
fussed
It
about
deals
that
with the
now.
mean,
waste
it-
problem of teeth.
Yeah,
to be
it
honest.
helps with waste disposal, and I'm sure the publicity of helping the orphanage will be very good. So that's fine. But I don't know anything about what they're going to hammer this thing in with, so I will leave that to you,
That's
Sure.
and you can deal with the creatures in whatever deal that needs to be. Obviously, as long as it's those kind of terms, they're not to enter the town anymore. They will be killed on sight because now we know they exist.
Sure.
But yes, if you are happy to that, then I will agree to my side.
How many teeth do you think we could provide?
It's whatever comes in, right? We're talking about what? Maybe the butchers and the dentist.
Well, all
No,
right,
maybe-
any
maybe-
kid
maybe-
losing a tooth,
Maybe
so
the clinic. Yeah, true. But there's only ever going to be so much, right? It's not like it's going to be a daily necessarily occurrence for
course.
kids' teeth, right?
Mm.
And same thing with the dentist. They're not always removing teeth. That's usually a last resort. So we can provide as many as they have. That's why I was asking about the quota, because we could save some for the day for the quiet days.
no,
I would say
we could offer
they're
like 2
currently
teeth.
collecting about 5 teeth every day, from what we could tell from the conversation we had with them. So I would say 8 teeth a day would be a
That sounds a lot of
reasonable
teeth.
amount.
Look, we'll try to go low. We'll go with 2 teeth a day.
Okay.
And then we'll see how we go. And if they want more, we'll see. We'll use our discretion.
We will
try
haggle.
to haggle it round. But I'm sure they'll find that much more agreeable as a reliable and convenient source.
Do you have any
your
preference
authority?
on? Sorry. Do you have any preference on location of the drop-off point? Would you like it away from the forest? Are you happy to go closer to the forest?
As long as it's away from the town. And I'll probably have them put them, some distance away from the front gate, so that if they do try to enter, then we all know what direction they're coming from, and they're still obviously in sight of the other guards.
So
So we
we'll take a
can see them
guard.
pick it up.
We'll take a guard with us when we go out, and the guard can say this is where they feel comfortable going to, and that'll be the
Right.
spot.
Oh, you just tell us. We'll do it that way. I don't think I want to. I don't really have the guards to spare going out and brokering deals with.
Well, no,
creatures.
they'll only go out to the spot they want to drop off the teeth to. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So they'll tell us,
Will
this is
Barter
where.
come back, bring a guard to a point.
Do we have your authority to get some help with the dentist to help provide the tools?
We have a seal or something like a writ of
I
agreement.
don't really think the dentist is going to have anything like that. I think your best bet, if you want something made, is to go to the smith. I
The
don't
Smith
think
will have a
the
hammer
dent-
that we can rock and lever, right?
So,
The
because the dentist needs the tools they have. So your best bet is to go to the smith. And as trackers, you tend to get preferential treatment at all these things anyway, so nothing I'm going to give you is going to make that any better.
Why not?
Well, pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, well, likewise, Seeds of Crisia. I didn't actually get any of your names.
We are the seeds. That's all we need to know.
That's what you need.
Pleasure being service.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, are you asking for our names for like a personal level, or do you want to put like?
It would be nice to
posters
know
up?
the names of the
Do you
people I'm
like-
dealing with, to be honest. You know,
Is it
professional.
for a newspaper article after all this is done?
It's just so that I can address you all personally rather than, the
Hrugguhl.
Seeds of Crisia.
Hrugguhl, Thordas, Sebastian, Astra, Agata.
Okay, well, I'm Powell, if you didn't know.
It is
Yeah.
very nice to talk to you about.
Likewise. Oh, yes. Well, the best of luck to your endeavors. Just let me know when you I've got a long com, so if you need to contact me, just contact me.
Sure thing.
Good to know.
Good to
Would
know.
you like a drink, or are you on the clock?
I'm working at the moment, thank you.
Agata?
Good man.
It's a
good
bit
to
early
know.
for that. It's a bit early for that.
Solid pair of hands on the stirrups, so to speak.
We're going to go sort out the hammer. Thank you so much for your time. You've been fantastic.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
You too. Bye. Right. Well, you did that largely unscathed. It was a bit,
I
Yeah,
kicked
that's wonderful.
Agata out that door.
I'm like grabbing sweets on my way out and trying to plug them into the hip
Just,
flasks around
just
me.
leave them alone. We've got enough. Come on.
No, I ate all of mine.
Just go. It's like dealing with a toddler. Move.
She will
What
eventually
was-
budge after grabbing another handful.
No, yeah, I don't doubt that. What's the plan then? The Smith?
The Smith.
Does people want to go to Merrick and tell him the good news?
Maybe we all go to Merrick together, seeing as we're kind of
Okay.
Maybe
celebrating.
you haven't made a deal yet with the creatures.
No, that's true.
No, but we're going to
Yeah,
promise from them.
I feel like it's best once we've got a full solution.
Sure.
Also, it could be the same as like, here's the solution. And thanks for the money. Thanks for signing off the bounty. We'll get off, man.
Yeah, because that's the thing. He has to still approve the bounty. So he needs proof that it's worked. That's why, like in most instances, when you're killing a creature, like its head or if something was stolen, then that thing being returned is usually what does it. You just saying, "Oh, I've done it," isn't good enough.
Should we sort of
We should
create
have
a
gone
means to
soon.
test the hammer that we use?
I
There's
think
no
we
point
just get
giving
a
them
few
hammer if
options.
it's
We
not
have a
gonna
lot
work.
of teeth. It is very simple. We will
Oh, we
test the
just-
hammer by getting the teeth, putting against something, hammering.
I mean, we can
We need
just
to make sure it
demonstrate it
goes
with
into
them as
flesh.
well.
I think we just give them a few options.
So the Smith, Finney's Forge.
I'm still staying towards the back.
That's fine.
I
Right.
will stand with Hrugguhl.
So, coming to this forge. The forge itself is pretty standard. But it's run by a female halfling. Now, the musculature of this halfling is you don't normally see this kind of musculature on a halfling. Like, obviously halflings are usually very small, very petite creatures. Obviously they're still short, but they're pretty hench. And she's always smoking a cigar. Like
Oh, me
constantly.
too.
Yeah. You'll also notice as you see her work, she actually uses two massive tools at once. So so if she's using a pair of tongs or whatever, she's just using it with one hand, and so on and so forth, and using a hammer with one hand and whatever. So she, these two really heavy weapons, she's using with one hand. So it's basically dual wielding two-handed things, basically. Which you can probably surmise is probably how she's getting her muscles. She comes over to you. Oh, welcome. What do you need?
We need a soft hammer. Something that we can use to hit ceramic material
Teeth.
into softer material.
Mushrooms.
Something dainty, mighty.
Give you a approving nod to Agata. Okay. Well, that's just a mallet. You just need a mallet.
See, and okay, let's be more specific about this. We are trackers.
Obviously,
And
I can see
I
them.
get out,
I
I
can see
get
them.
out one of the teeth. And I'm
Right.
like,
We need a hammer small enough, a mallet, as you say, to hammer this tooth into essentially, what do we think? Wood? A
Flesh.
tree?
Mushrooms.
Flesh? Mushroom? Mushroom's not really much to go on though, is it?
Soft flesh. Soft? Are they soft? They
Spongy.
look soft.
It's
They look like marshmallows.
spongy. It's like a fold. Like a.
Spongy. It needs to
Spongy.
hammer into spongy without cracking or destroying the tooth.
I see. It's not really what I normally do, but I can certainly give it a go. It'll cost you about 3 gold.
Can we get a couple different options? Like, so what? So we got like a mat, like get like a smaller kind of mallet kind of thing, like maybe like a bigger one, and one that's like with leather wrapped around the head.
Should we get them
Mallet
some
Mallet
forceps
wrapped
to
in-
put the teeth in place? Tongs?
I mean, I can get you some tongs if you want tongs.
Should we get them tongs?
No, they don't really need tongs.
Just checking some.
Or at least can we practice? Can we give a test on something first? Like, we want to give it like a trial run.
I mean, I've got wooden. I've got wooden dummies. I guess that's what people normally test their stuff on.
Yeah.
That actually would probably be about right.
I was going to suggest you, Seb.
Like a post or something, maybe.
The scales are too hard.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I mean, I can give you a few different options. I can give you a smaller one, a bigger one, some tongs.
We don't need a tongue, so
I
worry about
guess.
that.
Oh, right.
To hold the tooth in.
They don't need that. Just a hammer of some kind to.
I'll buy the tongs.
It's worth having just in case.
If we really want these guys to learn, they need the proper equipment.
Sure. Fine.
Actually opening a school of DIY dentistry.
It's a hobby.
It's assuming they even would be able to know how to use these things as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty
But-
intuitive. They don't have thumbs even.
No, they're like stump, like kind of stump. Yeah, it's not. They're not like.
Are
Yeah,
they holding the tooth in right now? Never
that's
mind.
that's always the question, isn't it? How the hell are they doing all of that? So how does Strongbad type? Like no one knows. Right. So if you want, well, for the mallets, that'll be 5 gold. For your tongs, that's just 5 silver.
Thank you. Kindly.
Thank you, miss.
So she'll go out back. It doesn't actually take her that long because I mean the small mallets, all she's got those. The big one takes a few minutes, like about 5 minutes to do. And obviously tongs she had. So she brings those out. What you do notice is when she brings these mallets out, on the rubber of it, like on the side, it actually says the word Finny. So Fini. It says it on the back. And she's actually, because you'll notice it, she's come out with like diamond tipped like brass knuckles, which have her name written on them. Obviously
My
backwards.
God.
There you go.
I like your style.
Oh, thank you
Yeah.
very much. Good to
Muy
you know,
bonito.
brand, you know?
Quite literally.
Exactly. What better way? When you pick these things up, they are quite heavy. They're probably heavier than you would expect them to be. So they've got a bit of heft to them. but I think most. Would you all be okay with it? I think. Who's got Thordas and Agata? You can pick it up without much of an issue.
Yeah, I could just
Astra, you're
scramble to try and
probably
pick it
okay.
up.
It's a bit. It's a bit of it's a bit tricky, but
He's
you
meant to
kind
be
of manage it.
small to.
It's still she's built them hefty because that's what she does.
These are not meant to crack teeth.
It should be fine. Try it out. I know my craft, but I would suggest the stronger ones do it.
Well, we don't know the strength of the creatures. They're going to be caught.
Why? Why did the strong ones have to do it? Can I pick one up and it just?
You can't. It's like Thor's hammer. You can't pick it up.
Oh god!
Sebastian,
What is the hell?
make that smile gleam.
This is how I make things.
How is this tiny hammer so heavy?
But like I said, the other two, like Thordas and it's fine. I can pick it up, no problem.
I
Give me a tooth.
get to pick that up for me, please. Before.
Someone give me a tooth. I'll give it a go.
Hand Thordas tooth.
So he goes over to the post. Obviously, puts the tooth in like a nail. Goes to hammer it. And after about 3 good swings at it, goes in. Tooth doesn't crack.
Okay, Thordas, just a quick question.
Seems to work.
This tooth, hit it with all your strength.
Mm.
Or
We don't want to break the
Everything
hammer.
you've got.
Let's not break the hammer.
We got 2 more.
I can hold the tooth in place so we can really put some well into it.
This isn't a good idea.
Let me hold this one.
You probably want to give me the big one so I can, two-hand the thing.
Yes, no, that is true. See, let's get the big one.
It's the big one. So you're going for it, yeah?
Full effort, please, Thordas.
So I'm not even going to make you roll this. He goes at it full whack, like the tooth never had a chance. It just like evaporates.
Yeah, whoa!
And you
I
see,
mean, you're not supposed to use it like that.
no,
Obviously.
I understand this. The problem is the creatures we are talking to are a little limited in speech, perhaps no muy inteligente.
Finesse ain't their strong suit.
Well, you need
the
a mallet.
magic
Mallets aren't finesse weapons or finesse tools.
No, but one as weighty as this is likely to do more harm than good. This is going into something
The guy
mouth.
did it with so much for a problem. Look how big he is. The first one. There's nothing wrong with my products.
Maybe we get them a mallet and like a light hammer, like a small, like what you might use to like ping against like a wall that you're chiseling off for fossils or something, like a tiny pick.
Can you make something lighter a little bit, just like
More
a
delicate work.
it's like
like a mallet.
half the weight of this.
See,
I mean, I suppose I can make it hot. Sorry, wrong voice. I mean, I suppose I can make. Thordas and like this Finny is like complete opposite end of the spectrum. I mean, I suppose I could just make it half a size, I guess. Make it even smaller.
Yeah, half the size. That we'll take your medium one and split the big one in 2.
I mean, that's not how this works. I mean, you are gonna have to. You didn't give me the right specifications to begin
We
with.
gave you the right specification in the first place. You're the one coming up with the extra
Well, you never told me
heft.
about the strength and intelligence of these creatures, right? You just asked me for a mallet. And
We
a
said
bigger
small.
mallet.
We said small, and we were saying
That's
it's
a normal
going.
mallet.
No,
You're paying another gold for another mallet.
Gotta respect the craftsman on this one.
Astra, let's
She clearly knows what she's doing.
Well,
Look at her.
we're not
Fine
using
specimen.
the biggest mallet because that's too big. So you can have that back.
That's fine. You can return it. Fine. You return it. You can have the small one.
Great, perfect. Thank you.
That's fine by me.
That's fine.
Pretty
It's
fun.
still a net what we got. It's just the big mallet's too big. We just want a smaller one.
Fine. So she'll go off. This one will take her a bit of time. This is clearly like outside of her comfort zone. She likes big ass heavy weapons, this woman. But
While she's out of earshot, I'm going to whisper to Agata, you really need to work on your flirting.
You're not exactly helping.
I don't think he is trying to help, and I agree.
So she brings something out. So this is about half the size of a normal mallet. So you're probably going to find that you need small hands to use this thing because a normal
I've got
person's
it.
hands isn't
I'll
going
do it.
to
That's fine.
quite cut
That's
it.
perfect. That's phenomenal.
My time to shine.
Okay. So Sebastian, obviously, it is half the weight. You are able to carry this thing, but it is even like if Sebastian's tiny hands, it's a weird sight.
So he's like holding it with two hands, I imagine initially, and then he's like, when seeing everyone else, he does this, just his hand starts to shake.
So you know like those tiny toy hammers that are about
Yeah.
really small. That's what we're talking about here. It's like almost like the hammers you check reflexes with. That's kind of what we're.
That is exactly what I was looking for.
What do you
So,
make these out of?
yeah.
Tungsten? What is this? Dense ass metal?
We thank you for your time.
It's a trade secret. Well, thank you for your custom.
Thank you. Well, sure to spread your good craft word.
Oh no, this obviously does still also say the word Finny on it. It's just much smaller.
Oh yeah, look
It
at
comes
that.
out with smaller brass knuckles. It's just like
Yeah, just a finger. It's a ring.
They just shrink down. Small,
Yeah, she's just got a
medium,
massive
large.
signet ring, and she's just like gone for that. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, you leave and you've got that. So I guess it's back to the creatures.
Before we leave, I say to Agata,
Agata, go back in there. Thank the nice lady. Call her beautiful. Say muy bonita. Gracias for the tiny.
Can you go and say it for me?
Oh, I can't go say it for you. That's not how flirting works. Just go back in there.
You
Give
can,
her a
I
little
can write,
razzmatazz,
you can write it down for me.
a little smile. Even just go in there with a small smile and say,
You need to look her in the eyes.
"That is very good. Yes, Hrugguhl. Look her dead in the eyes.
no, not dead in the eyes.
Not like dead. No, not like dead, but stare longingly into her eyes.
All right, fine. Stop talking. I know what I'm doing.
Agata takes a long swing from her bandolier and turns around and walks back in.
I whisper to Smith, she doesn't know what she's doing.
I am going to give you a bardic inspiration. My last one before the long rest, because I'm hoping we get one soon.
Oh, no, you, I think we're going to need you to say one for me.
Too late, I'm using it. And I'm just going,
You will have the smooth and capable movement and sultry cunning like a fox.
Sexiest animal. Yeah. Struts back in confidently. Sets her eyes on what's her name, Finny.
Finny, yeah.
And says, locked eyes. Eyes locked. Eye contact for an uncomfortable amount of time, maybe 6 or 7 seconds, we'll say. She's like, I really respect your work. Is there a lesser Finny around? I think I should go.
Do you want to roll a charisma check?
Do you want me to roll the charisma check?
I'm very curious in you rolling a charisma check.
Might find
I
it endearing.
closed beyond. I got an 8 there, and my charisma's +3, maybe +2 or 3. Sorry, I closed beyond already.
You've got to do
Your
6
charisma's a
bardic
+3.
as well if you
Your
need it.
charisma's a +3.
+3. You can give me disadvantage for that if you want.
No,
plus
that's
the
all right.
bardic. She might
You
find
got
it
you got the
endearing.
bardic inspiration. Do you want to use it?
Yeah, D6.
D6 with 3, so that's
D6.
11. That's 14 total. So maybe she likes pathetic women.
Next time on Trackers of Crisia, how does
Yes.
Finny respond
Yes.
to the flirting? How will the deal go with the mushrooms? And will they be overall successful in their bounty? Let's find out next time on Trackers of Crisia.